north to south, coast to coast. This is the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number is 844-RADIO-US, 844-723-4687. So we were talking about the presidents, and one of my most respected listeners, Isaac Tate, said that I forgot to point out that the last Republican president almost destroyed the economy. Let me see if I can get this. I want to make this correct here. I've asked him to join us, but he doesn't want to. Let's see. And the last Republican president wrecked the economy. Tell that truth, JD. Okay, so I will. Let's see. The Federal National Mortgage Association, commonly known as Fannie Mae, is a United States government-sponsored enterprise and since 1968 a publicly traded company. It was founded in 1938 during the Great Depression as a part of the New Deal. The corporation's purpose was to expand the secondary mortgage market by securing mortgage loans in the form of mortgage-backed securities. Fannie Mae. Freddie Mac. The Federal Home Loan Mortgage Corporation, known as Freddie Mac, is a public government-sponsored enterprise headquartered in Tysons Corner, Virginia. Freddie Mac is ranked number 38 in the Fortune 500, blah, blah, blah. It was created in 1970 to expand the secondary market for mortgages in the U.S. Along with the Federal National Mortgage Association, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac buys mortgages on the secondary market, pools them, and sells them as mortgage-backed securities to investors in the open market. Are you with me so far, Isaac? So we got Fannie Mae, created as a New Deal by, that was Franklin Roosevelt, who was a Democrat. And then we have Freddie Mac, which was created in 1970 by a Democrat-run Congress who had been running Congress for the last 40 years. Up to whenever we took it back over in the Reagan Revolution, or when the Republicans took it back over. I was a Republican then, I'm not now. So anyway, we got Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, which essentially expanded the secondary market for mortgages, buying mortgages in the secondary market, pooling them and selling them as mortgage-backed securities to investors on the open market. Okay, and then we get to that little thing, the financial crisis of 2007 and 2008. Let's see. In 2007, there was a crisis in the subprime mortgage market. It developed into a full-blown international banking crisis with the collapse of the investment bank Lehman Brothers, one of those investors in the open market that bought these packaged mortgages from the secondary mortgage market, overseen by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Yeah, excessive risk-taking by banks such as Lehman Brothers helped to magnify the financial impact globally. Massive bailouts of financial institutions and other palliative monetary and fiscal policies were employed to prevent a possible collapse of the world financial system. Yeah, those were those derivatives. Those derivatives were based on secondary market mortgage instruments created by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Who was the president when Fannie Mae was created? Roosevelt. Who was the president when Freddie Mac was created? That's Richard Nixon. Who was the president when all of this falderall of the federal government involving itself in the mortgage industry finally came due and imploded the world economy? Oh, that would have been President Bush. Was he responsible for any of that? No, he wasn't. So just so you know, history is a stubborn thing. You just got to make sure you understand what's going on, Isaac. Right? Just so you know. And while we're talking about, the propaganda of the left being spewed back and forth and in center and out of center and to the left and right, et cetera, et cetera. Democrat representatives, let me remind you, Democrat Representatives Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, known as the Squad, one of the members of the Squad with all the rest of the members of the Squad, said that the president is steering the country towards fascism. Let's see. Lawmakers expressed alarm over the threats. The freshman representative Ilhan Omar, after a crowd at President Trump, said send her back. Multiple Democrats are now calling for more enhanced security for members of Congress. Yeah, of course. That's not an epic overreaction, is it? Yeah, sure. Oh, by the way, wait a minute. While we're talking about more security, well, who was that guy, Representative Getz, who had, honest to goodness, no kidding, death threats against him, and the FBI went, For those people who believe that the federal government wouldn't possibly shirk its responsibilities toward an American citizen or a congressperson, for example, based on their politics, I'll have that story for you after the break here, coming up in just a couple of minutes. I was going to talk about it yesterday. So what we've got here is we've got Ilhan Omar and the rest of the Squad talking about how the president is trying to make the country into a fascist nation, talking about the president's unbelievable bigotry, right? U.S. Representative Ilhan Omar proposed a resolution this week supporting the right to boycott Israel, likening the boycott of the Jewish state to boycotts of Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union. The resolution seeks to push back U.S. laws banning the boycott of Israel and affirming the right of Americans to organize boycotts of foreign bodies and foreign countries if they wish. It's an opportunity for us to explain why it is we support a nonviolent movement, which is the BDS movement. The reason you support a nonviolent movement, which is the boycott, divest, and sanction, that's what BDS stands for. The reason you support that is because you can't beat Israel in a violent movement, although you've tried. I mean, it's like coming out for nonviolence is absolutely ridiculous. It's like coming out for, saying that that you support. I don't know. I had something in my mind there. I changed my mind. We're introducing a resolution to really speak about American values that support and believe in our ability to exercise our First Amendment rights regarding boycotting. That's right. We're going to boycott Jews. That's not racist at all, is it? It's an opportunity for us to explain why we support a nonviolent movement, BDS. Israel's our best ally. The resolution attracted Republican detractors. Lee Zeldin slammed Omar for introducing it, saying this: Israel's our best ally in the Middle East, a beacon of hope, freedom, and liberty, surrounded by existential threats. Shame on Representative Omar for bringing her hateful twist on that reality to the House Foreign Relations Committee, propping up the BDS movement and blaming Israel for all of its challenges. Likening the boycott, the BDS movement, to the same kind of boycotts of the Nazi state and the Soviet state, responsible for at least somewhere around 26 million deaths. 6 million of those deaths because they were Jewish. Are you serious? We are seriously worried about Ilhan Omar being the supposed receptacle of racism from President Trump when all she can think about is how to damage Israel and the Jews that live there? I still haven't had anybody explain to me why it is that those tweets that everybody's so on fire over from President Trump are racist. I've even asked Isaac Tate to explain that they're racist. He can't do it. He says they're not racist. You know why? Because they're not racist. How about the BDS movement against Israel? Would you think that's racist coming from a Somalian? Oh, wait, she's an American. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay. Who believes that the United States is a terrible country and says so every chance she gets? Huh. I'm just asking. I need to know. Labour Party leader Jeremy Corbyn and his fellow British lawmakers slammed President Trump over his racism after he attacked the Squad. This is just a day after Corbyn himself was accused by members of his own party of anti-Semitism. The letter, signed by Corbyn and multiple other Labour Party members, addressed to Representatives Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, and Ayanna Pressley, after Trump tweeted they should go back to their home countries. We are disgusted by Donald Trump's attacks on you. His blatant, unashamed racism has appalled people around the world. We are disgusted by Donald Trump's attacks on you. The letter signed by Jeremy Corbyn. You embody the best of America. Its diversity is its strength. Thank you for showing the world that Americans can still provide leadership to be proud of, even when the White House has abdicated that role. We stand in solidarity with you. Here, let me use my unbelievably good translation skills, translation of, say, for example, leftist political rhetoric. Let me explain just exactly, in this particular context, what they truly said. We are disgusted by Donald Trump's attacks on you, his blatant, unashamed racism against you as opposed to the people that truly deserve it, the Jews, has appalled people, especially the anti-Semitic ones, around the world. You embody the best of America. Its diversity is its strength. Thank you for showing the world that America can still provide leadership to be proud of, especially against the Jews, even when the White House has abdicated that role. We, as anti-Semitic, anti-Jewish bigots, stand in solidarity with you. You're listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Ilhan Omar, after saying that what we really need to do is we need to push this BDS resolution, she said this before that. She said President Trump is spewing his fascist ideology. Speaking of fascist ideology, she's pushing the pro-boycott, divestment, and sanctions resolution against Israel in Congress this week. Let's see. Send her back to Somalia. Yeah. She's co-sponsoring the resolution, which would affirm the right to engage in boycotts as a First Amendment freedom. Oh, guess who the sponsor? Guess who the co-sponsor is? Come on, guess. That's right. Rashida Tlaib. Yeah, there you go. That's great. Yeah. Omar evoked the American Revolution by comparing the BDS movement to the Boston Tea Party. What? Yeah, the BDS movement, was very much like the Boston Tea Party, except, of course, Israel didn't exist when the Boston Tea Party happened, and the Boston Tea Party was not anti-Semitic, and so on. Hey, speaking of fascism, there's more. We should talk about it, and we will. As a matter of fact, it'll come up next. You're listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number, 844-RADIO-US. 844-723-4687. I sincerely appreciate your participation in this broadcast. 844-RADIO-US. 844-723-4687. Let's see. Oh, my, JD said on the radio I had tweets that were not racist. Incredible. What? I don't know what he's talking about. We'll be back with more of the Wells Report.
If you're over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days, I have some important news for you. Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. A free book to help you maximize your retirement income from television host and three-time author Josh Melberg has been released. This book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms. Grab a pen right now because we are about to offer you this free book that unlocks the 5 little-known secrets we believe baby boomers and seniors should know before buying an annuity. Call 800-985-1813 now, and you'll receive a free copy of Josh Melberg's book, Next Gen Annuity Strategies Revealed. As a bonus, we'll also send you a copy of The #1 Mistakes Retirees Are Making with Their Investments Today, and a free DVD on how you can get up to 33% more income in retirement. Call 800-985-1813 now. Again, that's 800-985-1813. Employees of J.D. Melberg Financial have the appropriate licenses for the products they offer.
Hi, this is Wayne Allen Root. I have a voice problem. My voice easily gets hoarse. That's a big problem when you're a talk show host. I talk thousands of hours a year on radio and TV. I have to protect my voice. Well, those problems are a thing of the past. My throat is now a workhorse because of My Doctor Suggests all-natural silver lozenges. I pop these lozenges all day long and all show long. Silver has been used historically to destroy bacteria, viruses, and even yeast. Imagine sucking on a lozenge and letting the silver slowly and consistently destroy the cause of mouth, throat, and respiratory problems. Those lozenges work. I'm living proof. They're a miracle for me. Now a more advanced silver formula is available in a liquid gel or lozenge form, and you can get all three in one package and 20% off because War sent you. My Doctor Suggests the name of the company, but Wayne Root doesn't suggest. I urge you to try these remarkable all-natural lozenges today. Call 866-660-9868. That's 866-660-9868, or go to mydoctorsuggest.com/root. Use promo code USA Radio to save 20% off. That's mydoctorsuggest.com/root.
There's no question you need omega-3s. But which form should you take? Fish oil or krill oil? Scientists have debated this for years. Luckily, there's a new solution to satisfy everyone. It's called Krill Omega 50 Plus. It combines ultra-pure fish oil and joint-soothing krill oil together in just one tiny pill. It's so powerful, it can promote the health of your heart and your arteries. And if that wasn't enough, it can also boost your joint comfort in just days. We're so sure Krill Omega 50 Plus will work for you. We'll even send you a free bottle to put to the test. The debate is over. It's not fish oil or krill oil. It's both. And now it's free. Just pay $4.95 for shipping and claim your free bottle. Call now. 1-800-399-6392. 1-800-399-6392. That's 1-800-399-6392.
Have you written a book and want to get it published? Then call Page Publishing at 800-605-6995 immediately. That's 800-605-6995. Page Publishing is looking for authors of all types of books. And unlike most publishers, Page Publishing will take the time to review each and every book submitted to them and give you their feedback. If they like what they read, they'll get your book into bookstores and for sale online at Amazon, the Apple iTunes Store, Barnes & Noble, and other outlets. They handle everything: editing, cover design, copyright protection, printing, publicity, and distribution. So if you've written a novel, children's book, cookbook, inspirational work, poetry, or a biography and want to get it published, then you need to call Page Publishing and do it immediately. Call 800-605-6995 now for your free author submission kit. Again, for your free author submission kit, call 800-605-6995. That's 800-605-6995. Your road to fame and fortune could very well start with this simple phone call. Call Page Publishing at 800-605-6995 for your free author submission kit.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number is 844-RADIO-US, 844-723-4687. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, speaking of fascists and suppression of the First Amendment, Representative Joaquin Castro of Texas has introduced a bill to remove legal terms alien and illegal alien and replace them with foreign national and undocumented foreign national. Words matter, he says. It's vital we respect the dignity of immigrants fleeing violence and prosecution in our language. Fleeing violence and prosecution in our language. The words alien and illegal alien works to demonize and dehumanize the migrant community. They have no place in our government's description of human beings. Eliminating this language from government expression puts us one step closer to preserving their dignity and ensuring their safety by giving them American citizenship and thus totally devaluing American citizenship in the eyes of the government of the United States. Yeah, well, the language in the federal code is alien and illegal alien. The reason is because they are living here and they are indeed aliens and illegal aliens. Foreign national is an actual legal state in the United States. Illegal alien is not. Undocumented foreign national is political gibberish. that masks the true meaning of a criminal living in the United States illegally. Representative Castro, if you truly believe that these are problems, I have two ideas for you. Thing number one, and the most important, start working on a real immigration system that is based on merit, not politics. If you want these people to come to the United States, what you want to do is you want to make sure that they are going to bring value to the United States, or they can stay in their own countries. That is not racist. That is the way it has always been, especially when you start listening to these Democrats talk about our nation was built by immigrants. Yes, they were. Yes, it was. Absolutely true. Completely and totally true. They were here legally. The ones coming here are the poverty class of Central America and, of course, Mexico, the poverty class. These people do not have standing in their own countries, not because their countries are, say, for example, persecuting them, which is how you get asylum. They have a tough time in their countries because they don't have anybody representing them, because they don't have any money, because their countries are run by people who steal everybody's money. That's how it works. You don't want to just import everyone's poverty class. You just don't want to do that. What you want to do is you want to make it possible for people to come to the United States legally if they have a skill that will make the country better, like every other immigration system everywhere else in the entire world. Politics before reason. Politics before reason. The people of the United States are watching their government being stolen from them. Right in plain sight. Right in plain sight. Better stop it. Better stop it cold. 844-RADIO-US. 844-723-4687. 844-723-4687. Let's go. Okay. I'm glad that Jeff O'Fackett is doing well, my brother from the Texas State Guard. You did not. Okay, well, whatever you say. 844-RADIO-US, 844-723-4687. You are listening to the Wells Reports on the USA Radio Network. Back with more in just a moment.
This report is brought to you by Crescent Tools. Most toolboxes contain a crescent wrench, which tradesmen and DIYers have trusted for more than a century. But what many call a crescent wrench isn't always the real deal. The reason? True crescent wrenches are made by Crescent Tools, which started producing the adjustable wrench in 1907. However, few realize that Crescent is the brand, not the tool. Nor do they understand that Crescent makes more than just wrenches. Brendan Walsh, Director of Product Management at Crescent Tools.
What a person thinks is a crescent wrench may just be an adjustable wrench, and there's a difference. We've innovated the crescent wrench to meet the needs of today's tool user and have expanded to offer a solid crew of tools in addition to wrenches.
While wrenches are their signature products, Crescent manufactures 2,800 tools including files, snips, storage cabinets, and measuring tapes, establishing Crescent Tools as one of the most respected professional hand tool brands in the world. So, the next time you reach into your toolbox, check to see if it's actually a crescent wrench or an imposter. For more information, visit www.crescenttool.com.